Real Angel in Dallas. Welcome back to Team Angel. It is raining here in Dallas. But I want to come in and I want to talk about something because, I'm going to talk about it. It really astounds me how and there's no question about it, okay? But they say there are two sides. No, there's three sides to our part of what they call the Kanika community. And then there's other people, and I'm not kidding you, that are still trying to figure out what happened to a Kanika. Let me really, there's some people that I shout out to Nick and the Slime We Trust. There's so many people that I like that, I'm proud to be a wrench in their room. Shout out to Truth Out Loud. My World, My Helen. Shout out to you, sweetie. She's a new sub. So glad to have her on board. And she's an example of, she's a part of Team Angel now. And I don't want to go back into that Kanika thing because I'm sure herself, like a lot of people, they don't even know what a Kanika is. But when it comes to the Kanika community, there's three sides. You've got King Rob and the Boo Boos. You've got Snotface and the Snotettes over there. Then you've got people that have flipped. And then you have people that have done their own thing with it, but I've not really been on both sides. I started out with Drippy for a few months, and then I found my way with King Rob, and I stayed there. You need to understand something. Don't forget where you really came from as far as putting in the dedication and being with a certain YouTuber. I was never a dropette. Never. Although I helped name y'all. And I have the screenshots to prove it. And it was a very big disappointment. But what I'm trying to say is there's not two sides. There's three. And it's the one side that won't leave us alone. You all just won't leave us alone. You say we won't leave you alone? That is a lie. See, you cannot get over on us because the thing at the end of the day is right here. We've all been here the same time you have. Let me say it for the slow people in the back. We've all been here as long as you, Mr. Scrippy, and your people over there. We don't do what you guys do. We don't do it. I'm back to the music. I'm just as goddamn relevant as you. I'm just as relevant as anybody. Because that's how I feel about the Team Angel family and everybody that comes over here. You all are just as relevant as me. They have no right to put us out like, what do they own YouTube? Are we paying them rent? And I'm sorry, but you gotta go all the way. You gotta go all the way back. I'm talking all the way back. September 12th, 11th, September 13th, 14th, my birthday, sadly enough, all the way to the 30th, when a supposed Kanika was buried, my mother's birthday, okay? Yeah, that situation fucked me up for a while, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's three sides. The Boo Boos and King Rob, and another side, which I totally respect, in my opinion, with Unkfed and his people, and then Scrippy. There's three sides. Three. And then you've got the other people that are still doing Kanika and this and that. Let me explain something. Ooh, my Cowboys. Everybody has a bad day. But if we took all this energy and used it to find out what really happened, good, bad, indifferent, real, psyop, what your opinion, my opinion, what it is, what it isn't, blah blah, whatever. And I'm going to tell you something. This is going to ruffle some feathers. And, ooh, I'm going to tell you something, Starface. Oh, no, you don't. When you want to break down where this all began, it began with Drippy. Let me tell you why that is. I hope I have enough time. There were so many people that started popping up talking about a Kanika. And then he comes along. And he's getting in depth. And he's going hour after hour after hour after video after footage after footage after footage, blurry footage. And then the blurry footage, let me get to that. When he showed that blurry footage and all that stuff come up with Chosen, come on now, Drippy. If we're going to start telling the truth, we're going to incinerate that curtain, not just rip it down, rip it back, whatever. It started with you. Anybody that got close to anything pertaining to a Kanika, family, children, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, all your family, your job, this one, threats, comments on your channel, allegedly maybe 2 death threats, maybe, but I think so. That's where it all started. And to distract it away from him, and I'm going to say your name because you said mine, became a Gears and the guy that sits on the couch, the GOAT, and, and the rocket to the moon, and this one, and that one. The only one that couldn't sustain the bullshit was Logic, and he is another side. He's food, clothing, shelter, and music. There's so many different sides. There's not only 2. But what you have here, ladies and gentlemen, is good versus evil. There's more good on the side that I'm with than there is over there. Because somebody is not telling the truth. They never did. They never will. They've got to stick with that lie. I saw the man break down. Can you please take those off private, Mr. Scrippy? Mr. Scrippy, can you please take those videos off private? And let's get to it. Let's get to it. See, if he takes the videos off private, the videos are going to prove exactly what I'm saying. When I tell you I have screenshots from 2017, I'm not kidding you. I have many of them. Okay? You've got to go all the way back to day, hour, minute, second 1. And sorry, Mrs. Scrippy, but it involves you two. You two started this whole thing. Then the subscribers got involved. Then you have begun relationships with them. And they're part of the distraction. And they're part of the distraction. And boom. And anybody goes against Scrippy and the Scrippettes, your name goes up. Your family goes up. You go on the goddamn green screen. It started out with the green screen, not a community wall. It did not. So, if y'all gonna sit over there and do this and say this, and please keep my name out your mouth when it's in reference to Lovely, just leave, just shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about it. She's not talking about it. Just shut the fuck up. Please don't use me like that. I don't ever talk about you, but I'm talking about you now. Just, no, don't do that. But if we're all going to be honest, We all found our way through the Kanika little woven little tunnel there, and we stuck with a YouTuber. I stuck with King Rob. I'm Boo Boo Nation. Shout out to Bless, Life So Extreme, Grey Goose, Coco BB, everybody. Those are the people I spent every day with. That's how I became a wrench. And I'm a kick-ass wrench because of them. La Green, okay? Everybody. See, that's Boo Boo Nation. So Extreme, Too Blessed, Life is Good, me, Shukamuka. That's every day. That was loyalty. And I know not everything was perfect and shit got screwed up, but it's because of the other side. And that's my point. If you, Scrippy, would have left people the fuck alone, they would have came to their conclusion anyway. Their channels would have grown anyway. You need us. Let's stop the damn ping pong game. They need us. No, they need us. No, you've always needed us, God bless it. Just take that L, Scrippy. Take that L. And I never called you boy in a derogatory way. I'm older than your mother. You told me you were going to come to Dallas and change my life. Remember that Scrippy Drippy, huh? Do you? Listen to me, young man. Because my son may be like about 1 year and 3/4 younger than you, so what's the difference? Okay? But just imagine if we all took this energy and we focused on the matter at hand, which was supposed to be a Kanika, right? Right? Huh? Right? Well, I don't think so. There is no girl, Kanika. But there is a girl. And there is a situation. And it did happen. And it's awful. See, what I'm trying to say is you all have the right to believe in what you believe in. You go right ahead. Okay? And I believe in like a lot of what Queen Helen Casey believes in, but I do believe a little bit. I do believe, I'm telling you, I am so like on board with how her take is, but I'm going to tell you this too. I do believe that people died. I do believe that people die in these situations. Oh, yes, I do. But what I'm trying to say is, for whatever it was, because, the Mama Teresa thing and Dr. Oz, it was on Halloween, okay? Yeah. And I don't celebrate Halloween anymore. I used to, but hey, never too late to change. I don't do it no more. Because I see a lot of things now. I do. I see a lot of things now because of the Kanika situation. It's changed my life for the better. But I don't believe there is a girl named Kanika. Now, listen to me closely. I don't believe there's a girl named Kanika. I don't. But I believe in the girl. You know why? Because that's what they gave us. That's what they gave the American people. They showed us a beautiful 19-year-old black, beautiful young lady in a freezer. I can't say that without tearing up. Till this day, I cannot say that without tearing up. I can't. I'm not an actress. I've never in my life seen a beautiful young lady in a freezer, done that way, gone through whatever. And I'm going to say, to do this to the American people, and to do this to young people, and to do this to us at all, is so heinous. It's so horrible. But if Scrippy didn't lie, or maybe possibly have something to hide, do you, sir? Yeah, because you didn't talk to no Teresa Martin. Okay. Now let's just stop that. See, you lied. You lied about big time stuff. And you were the distraction. And let me clarify, God, I hope this goes long enough. If not, I'll come back with a part 2. Scrippy, you didn't put yourself in the Crown Plaza. You took yourself out. And then a few years later, you put yourself back in there again. And you know what's awfully funny? And I'll leave you with this right here. And I might say it twice. King Rob, before you ever made that silly little deal where you put yourself back on that damn hallway, in that damn bathroom, closet, whatever, now, there's no way that you could fuck this up. Or is there? How in the world did you have enough balls, sir? Because King Rob said it, a year before that? Maybe a year and a half before that? Maybe a year and a half before you thought you were being funny and you stuck your head out that door in the hallway footage, Mr. Scrippy? How come King Rob said that was exactly where you were? King Rob said that Scrippy was in the hallway, in that bathroom, or in that closet that comes down from the other bathrooms from upstairs, messing around with a Chicolita. That's where you were. Not only the other pictures, but that was the main place that King Rob said you were in. That you were in that bathroom or that closet or whatever, in that hallway footage where Kanika comes out and goes back and grabs her ale. That's where King Rob said you were. But then you think it's funny to make a little deal and stick your head out of the very same place that King Rob said you were in? Scrippy? You gotta pay attention not only to the details, but you really have to goddamn pay attention. And like I said, we've all been here for 4 years, just like you and, and all you little scrippettes. You're no longer the dropettes. You're Scrippy and the scrippettes. Stand up. Pay attention. Because we figured you out a long time ago. I was over there for a minute, and I'm over with the boo-boos and King Rob for the duration, and that's where I'm going to stay. Do I think Kanika is an Inisha? Well, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because let me say something to you there, Scrippy. They didn't get justice for Kanika, did they? They didn't get justice for that girl at all, no matter what her name is. And don't think it won't come. Something will come out of it. Because you just can't leave it like that and let it go like you did. You're a narcissist, an opportunist, remember? But isn't it funny how King Rob said exactly where you were, and then a year and a half later, you thought it was funny to Photoshop yourself in? No, you took yourself out. And then when everybody was forgetting and it was new subs, you thought it was funny to put yourself right at that very spot. Not only that, but there's going to be a part 2. Listen to me, Scrippy. You and your scrippettes have been the distraction the whole time. Huh? So while you're pointing your finger over at all of us, thinking you're all fat cat, stick your chest out, we already know that it's you and them. You understand? There's really 3 sides, okay? The boo-boos, the scrippettes, the choppers, Logic, and many other people. So there's not 2 sides. There's really 3 strong sides still here. But there's many people that branched off too. You don't own the fucking Kanika community. But you walk. You walk around like a big fat cat that swallowed a big fat rat. And I'm not done with you, Scrippy. I don't give two motherfucks about you little scrippers and scrippettes over there. Not one of them shake, move, or do me. I don't care what insults they throw my way. I don't care about none of that. Okay? And don't think you're fucking... Don't see... You think he irritates me, and I'll tell you why. And I know you listen to me, you son of a bitch. And I know you read what I put in the chat. I said actions describe that case. She Lit is my fucking favorite song that Snacks does do. And what did you do, motherfucker? You want to tell me why those are the two songs that you put in the beginning of your video? Because you like to fucking irritate me. And you do irritate me. Huh? I'm on your ass like brake lights, tail lights, bitch. Okay? I don't give a fuck who you have a beef with. I don't care who you have a beef with. Anytime you feel froggy, motherfucker, come right down here to Dallas. You come right down here to Dallas and you tell me social distancing right to my face. I'll know you're lying. I'll know you're lying. Because nobody got justice for a girl they call Kanika. Because that girl does not exist. But there is a young lady that died. And you know who the fuck it is. Just like a lot of us do. Watch this video rattle people. This should rattle you. We're Team Angel over here. A lot of us do not know. You know, a lot of my subscribers, they have no idea. Like I said, I'll always say it. They don't know what a Kanika is. So I have to give them respect. But I think they understand that I'm doing this. Because don't think. You cannot get away with the things you've done. Scrippy. You've done some pretty horrible shit. Whether people were right, wrong, indifferent, you went after people because they had an opinion. If they didn't go along with your narrative, then shit got shaken up, right? You are the first one that ever went at a mother, which is a subscriber, which is me, not nobody else. And you went after children first. Why don't you tell everybody?